few days this weekend, it's officially the 1-month mark of Season 1, with less than a month to go from the proposed ending of Season 1 and rollout into Season 2. The new year means that Sledgehammer and other COD devs are finally getting back into the offices, and as we talked about yesterday, we should be seeing some changes on the horizon. Honestly though, the last 24 hours have been incredibly weird. Hilariously timed, we even called it here in the video yesterday. I was like, this video is probably going to go live, and 5 minutes later, an update could go out. And while the update didn't go out, Sledgehammer detailed a little bit of what's to come in the next update for Vanguard at that time. As well, they put coming soon. Then, earlier today, the conflicting messaging from Raven, from their Trello board, and then in-game with Festive Fervor, that event actually ended despite being listed on the Trello board as being extended another 24 hours into tomorrow. So it's been a weird one, but today we're breaking down what you can expect to look out for and look forward to in Vanguard in particular, though we will touch on the Festive Fervor stuff here in just a second as well. That said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Of these changes, are there any in particular you're really looking forward to? Anything you hope to see added into this list of changes? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video though, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Vanguard, Warzone, and anything COD related. We're on that road to 500,000 subscribers here in 2022, so if you're part of that nearly 70% of viewers who are not subscribed and you'd like to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty, I'd love to have you in the community. That said, let's jump into it. To start things off, Sledgehammer kicked off their tweet spree with the reverse Homer Simpson meme emerging from the bushes instead of falling back into it, and I know there's plenty of gripes you can have with the game, the lack of communication from Sledgehammer and Raven, and basically any studio whichever year we're in with COD, but I like the fact that Sledge consistently is that studio that can roll with the punches in that regard. They recognize what's up and can meme on themselves, so it's a small thing, but it makes me laugh here and there. But on a serious side of things, they started out detailing some of what is to come by tweeting, "The break is officially over, and we know you all have been patiently waiting for updates. We're happy to share a few changes that will be coming soon to Vanguard," initiating then a thread of tweets talking about the changes, which include changes to help with the completion of the Panzerfaust challenges, perk adjustments to help counter all things fire, a weapon balancing pass mentioned specifically for sniper buffs and shotgun nerfs, a tweak to the Mortar barrage to reduce duration, and then they concluded with "Thank you for your patience while we're working behind the scenes. You can expect more frequent updates now that we're back, with more to come this week." So let's break this down a little bit. First things first, the initial tweet says they're happy to share a few of the things, so what they listed is nowhere near what we'll get in terms of the final listings and everything included. Instead, it's just some of the big ticket technical issues that will be addressed. Things like the invisible skins, crashes, and other bugs are likely included in this update as well, but for more front-facing things, that's what they decided to list. However, breaking down into some specific points that they made, the changes to help with the completion of the Panzerfaust challenges, that one is huge to me. We kind of thought this was coming, but it was never explicitly stated, so I'm very happy to hear this one. This hopefully encompasses both issues, the long shots and the streak challenges, but the only concerning part that I have here is the hint of the dog emoji. It seems like that challenge will then properly track dogs as well, instead of just aerials and things like your flame knots. Personally speaking though, not seeing a ton of dogs as of late, I'd much rather have that change to double or triple kills in place of the streak destruction challenge, but maybe I'm in the minority on that one. Either way, it should be fixed, hopefully, and that means that Atomic then will finally be available if so. Though side note, oddly, there's still no mention of the STG fix for those that leveled it in Warzone and the bugs then that persist with the multi-kills stalling. At this point though, I'd honestly just recommend leveling the Cooper and getting it gold in place of the STG. All you need is 7 assault rifles, so you can use 7 of whatever is available. There's 8 total, so you can complete the Cooper in its place. Not to mention the Cooper is absolutely a sort of meta gun, if you want to call it that, in Vanguard MP, so it's not bad to have leveled up and completed as is. Then they mentioned perk adjustments to help counter all things fire, and this, having had to sit through the absolute hellscape that is Shipmas, doing camo challenges the last 2 weeks here and just seeing every square foot of that map covered in incendiary grenade fire, I am incredibly happy for this. This one though is interesting because it almost seems like it's plural, adjustments. So maybe we see multiple perks adjusted perhaps, but either way, please, we need something like this to help combat the fire spam, and when you look at it, there really is no perk that allows for any sort of decrease in that damage that fire does. Fortified has been talked about as being air quote bugged, but it's never really explicitly stated that it protects against fire, only explosive damage. So if we see a singular change here, that's what I would imagine is updated and adds protection. Fortified getting a buff there at that, but that's just some speculation. Don't take that as absolute gospel, just an educated guess. They also mentioned a weapon balancing pass with sniper buffs and shotgun nerfs. Now, this seems to be building on top of what we already saw in regards to some of the rescheduled weapon balancing from earlier in, well, last month at the very beginning of Season 1. This was something that's been listed on the Trello board since December 9th, so almost a month now at this point that this has been pushed off, but we ended up getting a little bit of information all the way back then, to which we still have things like the M1 Garand getting a reduction in its recoil, the Type 99 having a reduction in its aim flinch ADS time, and the ability to retain a one-shot kill potential for chest shots, the 3-line rifle having a reduction in its ADS time, the Kar 98K as well retaining one-shot kill potential for smaller caliber ammo. I think that one's actually in effect already if I'm not mistaken. Adjustments to the sniper attachments of hollow point where it's corrected and no longer reduces the range. And then finally, the top break using lower caliber ammo, reducing range instead of damage, and shotguns having an adjustment to buck and slugs where it reduces the ADS speed penalty and reduces the headshot multiplier, while birdshot also reduces the headshot multiplier. So it really isn't detailed if that's all we'll see here. It is very possible we see more things compounded and added on top of that for especially the snipers in terms of buffs, and also then the reduction in some capacity for shotguns. But right now, that's the stuff we know of that will be coming as well. And then finally, another one that honestly I love is a tweak to the Mortar barrage duration being reduced. That's one thing that if you play hardcore or even core, it's just something that is just an abysmal amount of spam in terms of screen shake, damage that you can honestly still spawn in. I'm not sure why that doesn't seem to affect spawn logic. You can spawn in the mortar barrages there, but for a 5 kill streak, those things lasted way too long. So to see it reduced now, I am entirely happy with that. I'm totally cool with it. And hopefully this makes for less screen shake spam in smaller maps especially, but we'll see. As for when this happens, well, the only thing that they ended up mentioning that could give us a hint is more to come this week. Though that is something that could be mentioning more communication, more updates from their Twitter or a blog post officially, or it could mean the actual update itself goes live. As we talked about yesterday, the update itself is actually logged on the PlayStation backend. So it is something that is going through first-party approval, then could be rolled out. So with that being a smaller update, only 0.4 gigabytes in size, less than half a gig, that's what I would imagine. I don't expect this to be the mid-season update just yet. Instead, that could be something that if it happens next week, we get another update. But some of these more immediate things, I would expect sometime this week. As of tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, or hell, maybe even it happens once again, like 5 minutes after this video goes live. We'll have to wait and see, but right now, we at least have a little bit of understanding of what will be coming. Now, to sort of round this video out and conclude things, the one thing that is just still so perplexing to me is that we really haven't had any crazy communication for some of these events. I mean, as we talked about yesterday, it seemed like the Festive Fervor event got extended by 24 hours, but instead, it did actually follow what was in-game with the counter, where it did actually end today. So that means for Warzone, your Festive Fervor event items like your Christmas trees, Krampus, the elves, all went away. Same thing within Vanguard as well. Vanguard actually finally got that playlist update as well after 2 weeks, where we now have Small Map Mayhem, Big Map Blitz, Tiny Tactical, and Small Map Mayhem's actually in Hardcore as well, that limited time mode that is a part of the Hardcore filter. But the big thing in terms of Vanguard, if I were talking about that, is that the fact that the quintuple XP actually went away as well. So unfortunate that, well, that's no longer live, but we also did get it for an additional week compared to what we thought we'd get for it. So I'm bummed that it's finally gone away, but also kind of happy we got an entire week additional on top of that. So that's where we're at with this. But that said, that's everything really to talk about. I think everything that we know about with this update upcoming, and also some of the stuff that happened just kind of randomly as of today, it seemed. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this update that we got today? What is still upcoming? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, and of course, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Vanguard, all things Warzone, anything COD related. I'd love to have you in the community if you guys are new. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.